Hey everybody, this is Erin from Rusty Hinge Designs. I am doing I'm going to do a pour on this canvas here that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's actually, what is this called? Classic Collections from Fine Art Studios Master's Touch. It's a really nice, super nice canvas. It's, I want to say it's an 18 by 18? Not exactly, yeah, 18 by 18. Sorry about that. Okay, and so the reason I wanted to choose the 18 by 18 is because of this poster that I also got from Hobby Lobby for $5. Just a regular poster, says I love your smile, but I loved the colors in this poster. And what I wanted to do, I don't know if you can see the colors very well, but all sorts of pinks and blues and greens, whites, off-whites, stuff like that. So what I wanted to do, and I haven't seen this done before, so this is going to be kind of like a learning situation for me, is that I'm going to do a pour on the canvas, and I'm probably going to do like in sections, and then once it's dry I'm going to put the poster on there and then do a resin cover so that, you know, it kind of emphasizes the poster, the background looks better. I think it's really cute. So what I did is I took this poster and I grabbed colors that I felt like would really complement it. I'm doing this color, celery, to accent the greens and stuff like that. Let's see. This one is Robin Eggs Blue. That was like pretty close to some of the blues in here. And then, where's this one? Ocean Breeze, which I just love Ocean Breeze. Even though it's kind of more of a bolder color than this color scheme, I think it'll mix really well and kind of give it a pop. To get the colors of the flowers, I chose Rose and Metallic. So this is actually like, if you can see at the bottom, it's like a metallic rose. Thought that was kind of cool. And then this is called Wicker White. It's just white, but it's got kind of like an offish white. It's not bold white like a what do they call them? The really bold whites that you normally use. I'm not gonna do that. And then I also have Seashell Pink for the flowers, Rose Pink, which I may not use because I do have this pink. I'm not really sure. I just put it out there because it really goes with the poster. It's like dead on. And then I also have this pearl, which it's white, but as you can kind of see, it's got this pearl finish. It's super pretty. I've tried it on a few different projects and I love it. And it's just white. So just an FYI, I have watched a lot of videos on pours and I've noticed that the more colors you use, the more muddled it tends to start to get. And I'm not really sure if I want to use every single color that I have chosen, but you know, when you do stuff like this, you just get crazy with it. So for this project, I'm not going to use any silicone. I'm not going to, I don't really want any cells. I know the floetrol that I normally use, this is floetrol here. It will create small cells, but I'm going to try and keep as many cells away from this as possible because I really want it to be smooth like the background of this poster. And I don't want it to be all celly everywhere. So going forward, I'm going to mix my floetrol with my colors, and I normally do 50-50, so I've seen it where some people say 2 parts floetrol, 1 part paint, and 1 part, you know, or 2 parts paint, 1 part floetrol. I'm doing a video, baby. I'm doing a video. Can you close the door, please? Because I'm doing a video. Can you please go back and watch your show? I'll be in a little while. Elias, please. Babe. close the door. Thank you. Thanks, honey. Okay, so also, I do 50-50 like I said, and I will add water, distilled water specifically. We live in Alabama and our water is kind of hard, and it kind of gives, it doesn't really mix as well, but distilled water does mix really well. And so we just buy like a gallon of it at Target and put it in this cool little spray bottle. And I just like two spurts. And it actually depends on the paint too, because there's certain paint like folk art that you don't really have to add water to it. It's got a really smooth texture already, but whenever you do something like anything that has metallics in it, it tends to be a thicker paint. So I do tend to add a little bit more water to anything with metallics in it. Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna go ahead and speed up this part because it's kind of boring, but like I said, I'm doing 50-50. So 50 parts paint, 50 parts floetrol. And oh, also I wanted just to say, I'm gonna do a main flow throughout the middle, so I'm gonna use a big cup, and then I'm gonna do 2 small ones for each corner. So I'm gonna mix them all in these right here. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so all my paint is mixed with the floetrol. It's all got it in there. It's feeling a bit thick, so, or some of them are. This one's actually pretty good. This one feels fine. There's water, yeah, this one feels pretty thick. So I'm gonna do, oops, let's get water out. I'm gonna do 2 spritz of the distilled water and mix a little bit more just to get a smoother texture. Yeah, that feels better. I kind of want it to be like a, I don't know, like a thick milky texture where it like kind of like falls off of your stick a little bit easier. It's not gonna, it's kind of hard to describe, but I can tell you that if when you're mixing it and it feels like you're kind of like having to push it a little bit more than normal, like an actual paint, then you want to put a little bit of water in it, or some people put more floetrol in it. I like water because you can do a little bit and you can do a lot. With floetrol, it's touch and go. You don't want to put too much in there because then you're just going to get like a bunch of cells. Especially if you're not going for cells, you don't really want to do that. So I'm definitely going to get some cells. I can already tell by the way this is mixing that cells are trying to pop up. So I'm trying to keep it very, I might have to have it sit here for a minute just so the bubbles go away inside the paint, because I definitely don't want, that one's fine. I just definitely don't want any large cells. Not on this one anyway. Normally I love cells, the more the merrier, but on this project I'm really trying to keep that to a minimum. Okay, so this is the pearl. It's very hard to tell that it's mixed completely, but it looks good. This is the wicker white, and it's totally thick. I think I kind of overdid it with the paint on this one just because I can't tell the ratio, because the floetrol is white and the wicker is white. That's actually good. Okay. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to do a pour in the middle with this one, and then 2 tiny pours, these 2. On the sides, over here and over here. I do have a lot of paint, So normally what I do is I spray silicone on the bottom of this, but I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do instead is start with the wicker white and then go from there. I want more paint in these, way less paint in these two. So, and I'm only gonna do one layer of each. I kind of feel like that is gonna make it way less muddled. Paint on me from my last pour. So I'm gonna kind of have it in the middle. I'm gonna pour white all around, and then I'm gonna move it back, and then like that. So I'm hoping the paints won't go crazy. This is my first time doing it on such a big canvas, so I'm a little hesitant on getting started because I don't want to mess this up because it's such a pretty large canvas and it's nice. Like I can show you, this is the largest canvas I've done so far, and I think it's pretty awesome. And it's still drying, as you could tell, but I wasn't worried about that one, and I'm kind of worried about this one. So let's see. Wicker white. So I'll go ahead and fast forward this too, because it's kind of boring watching people pour, in my opinion. If you want to watch, great. If not, feel free to fast forward to when I actually start to actually pour. So. Oh, I should also tell you to minimize cells. I've noticed that what people do is that they pour on the side of the cup. I don't know if you can see the white. They pour on the side of the cup so that the layers go on top of each other versus go down into the paint itself. So that, like, watch, if I do this. Okay, see, the paint is going on top of the other paint versus going all the way in. And that should minimize cells happening. Okay, so on this one, I'm gonna do very minimal on it because it is such a bold color and it's that metallic color. And on the poster, it's like the color that it kind of matches is very minimal. So I don't want to go crazy with this color just because I feel like it's gonna overtake all the other colors. So I'm just gonna do a very, very little bit there. And then I'm going to leave that as is. So my cup is only about so full, like just this much that I'm gonna have in the middle. And then I'm gonna fill these. I'm gonna do the white again. white is a good base to put on the bottom of your cups, because when you go to flip it over, it's like the last color and it'll kind of lighten up everything else. It's a nice little relaxing, non-overwhelming color. So again, I'm pouring on the side so that the color sits on top versus going down in the middle. I don't know if that's like the best choice for this project, but that's where I'm going with it. I feel the most comfortable with it. Like I said, I don't want a lot of cells, so I'm gonna pour the rest of it in here. This color is very pretty. It's like a baby pink. Reminds me of a little girl's room or something. I like it. Alright. Yeah. I'm also going minimal with this blue color. It is also very bright, a lot brighter than I kind of wanted to. I'm not even going to put it in there. And I just don't want to take the chance of it just going crazy and taking over all the other subtle colors. This is the pearl. The good thing about the pearl is it just accents the other colors. It doesn't overwhelm anything. It just kind of gives it a really pretty sheen. It kind of gives you that, like, just that really pretty color. The white just makes it shiny. I like it. And this is the egg. What is it called? Robin's Egg Blue. Also very subtle color. This is the boys' room version. I got the girls' room and now I got the boys' room going on in here. I like it a lot, excuse. So I'm gonna put more of it in here. I know I said I wasn't gonna double layer or triple layer in here because I didn't want the muddled colors, but I have all this extra paint and you never know, it may look amazing, so we shall see. I love this color. This is like a beautiful pink. Rose, I think it's called rose, yeah. It is gorgeous. It matches the poster perfectly. So we will put more of it in there. I think I need a little bit more in this one. Do I have any more? As you can see, I got some dots on my canvas, and it's not a big deal because I'm going to be covering the canvas with white. So this whole part, if you can see right here, this part will be covered. No big deal. So finally, I'm gonna do this metallic-y bright pink color, just a teeny bit, just like that. Nothing crazy. There we go. And like I said, I'm not even gonna, I'm not even gonna put it in there because I don't want to go crazy with it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a quick and dirty turn because it'd be too hard to do it with the small and the large. So obviously, no matter what, paint is gonna spill out. I'm just hoping I'm gonna do it as minimal as possible. I wondering if I should start on the side and just move my way. I can already see cells happening in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pour. I'm gonna start on this side, and then I'm going to try and move it this way, just to kind of give it the colors to move. So, all right, here we go. Not too bad, not too bad. All right. Do that right there. Nice. This one right there. Pretty awesome. Didn't actually spill much at all. Just very little right there. Not too shabby. All right, so I'm gonna do straight up white. So this is just straight up white acrylic paint. I'm not gonna put any floetrol in it because I don't want too much of the paint to start spreading together. I really do want that negative space in between my lines. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour big chunks of white. And try not to move your cups if you can. Would be my son if you heard him. He's yelling at my husband. Good times. All right. Take my trusty little spatula dude. Start pushing out the paint. You don't want to be too stingy with the white, but you don't want to be like overly doing the white, because then it's just gonna not be, it's not gonna be your helper. It's gonna be more of like a hindrance. So I try to go minimal at first and then see if I need more going forward. I see a lot of bubbles in my white. Those should settle down before I need to pour. And the good thing about putting on the white while your cups are upside down is that it gives that time for the paint really to kind of flow to the bottom, or I guess the top of your cup. Because I've done pours before where I literally just pull the cup up after like a couple of seconds, and I feel like maybe I missed out on a lot of the color on the bottom of the cup because I didn't allow it to flow completely to the bottom or top. Whatever you want it to be. So definitely give it some time. There's no rush on this kind of art. This is definitely a slow process. And this project is gonna take me a while, actually, because from what I've heard and what I've read, canvases take a long time to dry. Even if they feel dry to the touch, they still aren't completely dry inside, so you don't really want to seal your canvases like with resin or varnish or whatever you choose. You don't really want to seal it for like 2 to 3 weeks, because your colors could run still. They could literally run. So patience is a virtue. And since I'm doing a poster on this one, I will have to wait 3 weeks to even just put the poster on it. And then once I put the poster on it, I'm gonna Mod Podge it actually onto this canvas, and then harden the actual poster with Mod Podge, because I'm kind of worried about the resin like wrinkling the poster when I pour it over the poster. So I'm hoping that the Mod Podge will seal it and make it stiff and have like a protective coat over it. So we will see. It's a total experiment, like I said. Never done it with a poster before, but if it works, then I will be psyched and probably do it more and more. I have stuff on my hands from... Okay, so there's bubbles everywhere. I'm gonna sit here for a second and try to pop these bubbles. Because once they're popped, then all of a sudden there's canvas showing through. Pop, pop. I could use my gun. I'm wondering if I use my heat gun to get rid of these. I might do that just because. Just because I can. So let me grab that. Where'd it go? There it goes. There we go. Getting rid of all those lovely bubbles. We don't want you in our lives. You can go ahead and go away. You're not helping, you were hindering. Alright, that should be good. Alright, as good as it's gonna get, I think. This is the test, and I'm super nervous. I hope this looks good. The color choices I chose will look good together. I am hesitating, which sucks for you guys, because you're just sitting there watching me push white paint around. Okay, just bite the bullet. Here we go. Alright, just lift my side a little bit, tiny bit, get the air coming through, and then just start moving it across. Ooh, that was a big one. Moving it across the canvas, keeps getting stuck. There we go. It's pretty. Very pretty, very pretty. See, the paint is starting to get less and less as I get to the corner. I want it all the way to the corner. Oh yeah, there's cells coming through already. As I suspected. But they're not bad. They're not crazy. I've got the... Everybody shows the inside of the cup. You can't see anything in mine. It's like all muted colors. Kind of cool. Alright. So this one, I'm going to take a little bit and move it. Start moving it. Ooh, it's all coming out. It's all coming out. Beautiful. Oh, look at that blue come out. That pearl is really making... Oh yeah, there's a lot of paint in this cup. Okay. And finally, last but definitely not least, almost looks like mermaid colors. Mermaid colors. And let it drip to the sides here. What's up? Okay, so this is how it's come out. I don't know if you can see the little cells right here. I'm not super happy with those, but they are what they are. I'm gonna do maybe do a little blowing, I think, with my trusty straw. Kind of see what I can kind of push out here. Ooh, that's cool. There's a lot of paint on this corner and this corner. I think I'm gonna kind of let it fall off before I really go crazy with the blowing. Just because it's just like, it's like a caked on mess right there. So I definitely put too much in the cup, but it's still beautiful. I'm gonna do a little tilting here. See if I can get some of the paint to fall off first. There it goes. Sorry you can't see what I'm doing here. It's kind of hard to do a tilt towards the camera when I can't see it myself. Definitely not a bunch of cells, but certainly enough to kind of annoy me. The good thing is most of them are in the middle where the poster is going to cover, so that's not bad. If you can see it coming up on the side there. Very pretty. Ooh yeah, there it goes. Flow, flow, flow. I want it to get a little bit bigger in the middle. Back in the corner here. This definitely looks like a mermaid to me. Like a mermaid type situation happening here. I see that. It's very pretty. I like the negative space, the white. So I definitely want to keep some white. don't know if I want that much white. Put this down for a sec. Alright, let me see here. So I'm liking this. I definitely need more white in here. This is very pretty. I'm gonna blow it a little bit. Kind of wish I had my hair dryer. I think that would be better. Love this right here. This is gorgeous. This seems like a lot of pink, but kind of like the overall. I think I need a little bit of white to kind of top off the unevenness. Oops, totally got paint on me. It's a good thing I wear a shirt that I don't mind getting dirty. Alright, I need another cup. I'm just gonna pour, this will be easier just to pour in here. And then just do a little bit of paint here. I know the paint would flow a lot easier if I put floetrol in my white, but I didn't want them to start blending together, so kind of just left it thick, which, you know, choice. I don't know if I would do this for most projects. I would probably put floetrol in there just so it kind of like lays better, because right now it's like kind of muddled and not muddled, but it's bumpy. I know it'll eventually start to go even, but right now it's like annoying me because it's, I feel like I need to put like way more on because it's so bumpy. So, like I said, this is the first time I've done this project, so probably my next one, I'll know to put floetrol in there. I don't know. We'll see how the end result comes out. Dudes here. There's like a little sprays that came out. I kind of like them all sprayed out. So bumpy. I don't think I want to hit this with my torch because then I think more cells will come out from the colors. Look at all this. This is just like, what? What's happening here? There's actual canvas still showing and everything. Like icing a cake. Very flat cake. Alright, I'm just keep touching the sides with my fingers. No bueno. So I'm just going crazy with the white now because I keep seeing canvas popping through and I'm not happy with that. So that goes. And I am probably going to try and hit it with my torch, but just really try not to hit the colors, just the white. I want it to fall off the side. So I'm going to let it do its thing here. You can see it's falling off the side over there. There's just canvas showing everywhere. So annoying. You don't want to take too long messing with this. You don't want the paint to start to dry. You still want to be able to move it. Liking it. I feel like I would love it more if I had done the white with the floetrol, but too late. Let's see if it flows a little bit over there. So definitely, if you can tell, the white is bumpy here, and if I had used floetrol, it would be very smooth. So that was a choice I made, and I feel probably a mistake. But like I said, I think it'll still dry smooth. It won't dry bumpy. Alright, I'm gonna flip this and try and get this side bigger, a little bit more flow. Okay, my hands are covered and my rag is right. Cover the sides here. Canvas is showing on the corners. We'll hit the white part up with more white. I'm gonna have pink on my fingers. How is that even happening? So I kind of touch in the color. Push this a little bit this way. See if the paint will abide. It looks like it's pretty sturdy now. Like I said, I might have waited too long. And now the paint is like settled, stuck where it's supposed to be. The colors are gorgeous. Say I'm very happy with the colors. Something's happening over there. I think this corner is what it is. I don't want to move too much of everything else though, because you can see how close this is now becoming, and how it's like actually kind of bubbling up. So let me actually move it back a little bit. Okay. So yeah, overall I love this. I think the colors are gorgeous. I might do a little more blowing to kind of get these to push out more, kind of like this. I'm probably going to do the blowtorch just because this white is driving me bonkers, and I'm worried that it's just not gonna go well for how I want things to be. This is the wicker white. It's basically the same color as the other white. So I'm just gonna put it on there because it's got floetrol on it. I want to see if it smooths out.